Hi, everybody. Do you know that fast fashion creates about 10% of global carbon emissions and produce huge amount of waste? According to the United Nations Environment Program, it's one of the most polluting industries in the world. We all regularly buy new clothes, but often we don't realize how our buying habits hurt both our planet and the workers who make these clothes. After learning about these impacts by myself, I changed how I shop, and today I want to share this important information with you. Today I will explain three things: the serious harm fast fashion causes, why many people still buying these clothes, and simple actions we can take to help solve this problem. First, let's understand why fast fashion is harmful. Fast fashion uses dangerous chemicals that pollute the water. The World Bank says textile factories are major water polluters, affecting ecosystems and communities globally. These factories dump harmful chemicals into rivers, harming wildlife and people. The pollution also makes water unsafe for drinking and agriculture, impacting communities that depend on these water sources for their daily lives. Also, the workers who produce these clothes often suffer terrible conditions. Like one of the biggest examples we have is the Rana Plaza disaster in Bangladesh, where over 1,000 workers lost their life when the factory collapsed due to unsafe working conditions. Workers are often paid very low wages and forced to work in unsafe environments, like this example I just said, putting their life at risk every day. These conditions violate basic human rights and dignity. Fast fashion clothes don't last very long, creating massive amounts of waste. The Environment Protection Agency reported that American threw away over 11 million tons of clothes in 1 year. Most of these clothes ends up in landfill and polluting the environment. These clothes are often made from synthetic fibers, take hundreds of years to decompose, releasing harmful chemicals into the air and the ground. But despite all these problems, fast fashion remains popular. Let's explore why. People keep buying fast fashion mainly because it's cheap, affordable, and convenient. And brands like Shein and H&M make clothes very cheap, and frequently they change their styles, attracting more people, and that make more people buy more. So they make more clothes, and they create like this circle of, um, you know what I mean. Additionally, many people aren't aware of the environment and ethical issues related to these clothes. Researchers found that young people often don't know how their clothes are made or the impact of their production method. When people aren't when people are not informed, they cannot make better choices, allowing these harmful practices to continue. Social media also plays a huge role in this case of fast fashions. Influencers constantly show their new outfits, encouraging followers to shop more frequently to stay in the trend. This constant exposure creates a culture of consumption, making it difficult to consumers to resist to buy new, cheap clothes regularly. Well, I think there's hope. I think we can all make simple changes to reduce fast fashion harmful effects. First, we can start by choosing secondhand clothes, supporting ethnical brands, and simple buying like less clothes overall. Making these adjustments can greatly reduce environmental harm. Shopping secondhand not only reduce waste but also save money, a lot of money, making it a practical solution for everybody. Secondly, we can take better care of our clothes that we already own. Washing them less often and repairing minor damage can extend their life and significantly reduce waste. Learning basic skills or like finding local tailors for repair are simple ways to keep clothes out of the landfill. Another powerful step is raising awareness. Talking to your friends and family about the impacts of fast fashion. The more people know, the more likely they are gonna change their buying habits. Social media, the same tool used to promote fast fashion, can also be used to spread positive messages to make people realize the really harmful effects fast fashion is having in our environment. I invite you to take immediate action and download the Good on You app. This app helps you quickly check if your favorite clothing brand followed ethical practices. Share your findings with friends and family, raising awareness about fast fashion impacts. I think, in conclusion, today I explained why fast fashion is damaging, why it remains popular, and the easy steps I think we can take to address these issues. As a fashion icon, Vivienne Westwood once say, "Buy less, choose well, and make it last. Make it last." Remember, every small decision helps protect our environment and ensures safer working conditions worldwide. Let's take responsibility together and choose to be part of the solution. Our planet and millions of workers depends on the choices we make today. Thank you.